So I'm going to do the summer teacher tag. I teach here at it's intermediate school, so it's 5th and 6th grade, and I teach students that are in a self-contained setting that have low incidence and multiple disabilities. I came up today. We actually finished. Our last day was Thursday, and today's Tuesday after Memorial Day. I had to finish progress reports, finish ESY work. Finally got that all done, and I can breathe, and it's actually summer now. For remote and in person, we started out in August fully remote. In September, we had our first wave of students come back in, which was like 2 or 3 kids from my classroom. October, we were about 25% capacity on campus, and we have 700 students total in this campus. My classroom still only had about 3 or 4, and we actually had 2 teachers this year, so we were splitting kids, and so we got a lot of extra planning time in October. Then by December, we had about half of our kids back in my room, and about the same on campus as about half of them. By spring break, we were still about half capacity in my class, and the other half were on campus as well. Actually, we were at 75%, I think, at spring break. So by the end of the year, our campus was about 90% capacity, and our room was missing all but 3 out of 12 kids. So 1/4 of them, 3/4 of them were here in person. Whatever that math is, I don't have a calculator. For the whole year up until this point, I've been doing remote and in person, and it's exhausting. I Zoomed 5 times a week, and because my kids need one-on-one, I couldn't do a hybrid Zoom, and it's just too much to be able to manage that. I need like a whole person on the computer just for my kids remotely. So I just set aside an hour every other day to Zoom with my kids that were remote. And then I still prepped work, and I sent work home for them, as well as prepping everything in person too. So for the first week of summer break, that's kind of right now, I spent Friday and Saturday kind of cleaning, organizing, chilling, binging, watching stuff. And yesterday, Memorial Day, I spent most of the day finishing my progress reports. This morning, I tidied that up. I have like 2 more things of paperwork I need to do, but it shouldn't take long. Then I came up here, knocked out an hour and a half of work, finished all of my stuff for ESY, and this is what I'm taking to the teachers. So I'm taking that pile of stuff to our central office to be able to turn that in for summer school, because that starts next Monday, and they go for 5 weeks. And then my morning routine. So I am not a morning person. Nope, not at all. I don't drink coffee. I'm just not a morning person. My prime hours are like 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. So like I've already started that. That's why I didn't come up here at campus until like after lunch, because I was awake at 2:30 this morning, woke up at 9, and then got up, finished working, came up here, did some work. But for summer, I mean, it's kind of just no alarms. I hate alarms, and so I just sleep and wake up whenever. Okay, so the rest of these I'm gonna answer along the way. I had to go drop the stuff off, and I'm around a few errands, and so I'll see you guys along the way. Got Starbucks, and there's like no line. And when you do the mobile app, it works really well. It's super fast. Then I got gas, as you can see. There's a bunch of traffic, so I think I'm gonna go get McAllister's for dinner, and we'll see what else I can find along the way home. Holy guacamole, I have a lot of stuff on my read list, and actually what I did a couple of nights ago, it's like the first thing on my to-do list, was to go through and find all of the books that I have on my Amazon wish list in our public library. So I live in San Antonio or thereabouts, and so the closest library would be the San Antonio Public Library, SAPL. So what I did is I went in
pulled up my book list on Amazon, went into our public library list, found all the books that were either ebooks or audiobooks because I didn't want to check out a physical book. I mean, I could, but I don't typically do that unless I want to keep it. I found all of the ebooks and audiobooks, and they were like halfway through. Half of my list was there. Now listen to them as audiobooks, and I've already gotten halfway through my first audiobook, and so I'm super excited because then they're free and like I don't have to pay for them. Like, holy guacamole, I've got a bunch in here. So if anybody wants to buy books, come on down. I'll send you the link in the description. So what I've done is back in January 2021, I basically stopped scrolling social media. I would get on it first thing in the morning. I'd get on it as soon as I got home. I'd get on it at lunch. And I would just be on it all the time, mindlessly scrolling and intaking and intaking and intaking. And reading is intaking, but it's a different form. And I think it's more powerful than it is just scrolling social media, just starting to drool over what's going on. So anyways, got off Instagram, got off Facebook. I don't miss it at all. So instead of getting on and scrolling, I pull up my Kindle reader on my phone and I read. And I've made it a challenge to read like 10 pages a day. And so I've read 4 books, which for some of you guys, that's not a lot. But for me, I don't think I read a single book in my 20s. Like I read blogs and I read research articles and I read stuff for work, like teaching special needs kids and researching that. But I never like read for a hobby. And I never have done that. My sister always did, but I just wasn't like that. So I'm super excited to get back in this. And a lot of my stuff is self-help or business-related things, which is totally fine because you have to start somewhere. So anyways, that's my book list. And then same for like my watch list. I don't really have a watch list. Like I wanted to rewatch Two Broke Girls. I need to watch the last season of Grey's Anatomy because I haven't even watched that yet. But yeah, most of my watch list is more of my podcast list. And so I can share that with you guys if you want to, but it's the same kind of stuff. I drive 30 minutes to work one way and then 30 minutes home. And so that gives me an hour to learn in my car. So I use my time to my advantage if I can. Also going to be trying to learn how to write left-handed. I've heard lots of research into that and how it's good for your brain, so I'll be attempting that. And I need to tackle my craft room studio office area because I have 2 businesses that I run out of here. Obviously, Kolo on TPT and my blog, and then I have a t-shirt and design business that I run as well. So I've got to get that back up and going because April, May, June just kind of it just fell through. So yeah. Gotta get this back up, and then I'm gonna hopefully have everything planned and prepped for the next 6 months, so that way I can do this again on winter break in December. Hiking, camping. Texas has 95 or maybe over 95 parks, and I want to visit every single one of them. I was hoping to do that before my 3rd decade of living, but that didn't happen, so that's okay. Flexibility, right? And inside, I like to chill in here, create things, play music. I play banjo, fiddle, harmonica, piano, or play with my dogs. Bake stuff. I'm not really good at cooking, but baking, I can make some mean cookies. So that's what I do inside. I haven't signed up for anything specifically yet, and I don't know that our district will offer too much over the summer that I haven't already taken because my field is pretty niched down. So I do a lot of research on my own online, and if I do decide to do that, I'll just do it through a lot of you guys. I plan on doing a lot of professional development, self-help, mental mindset stuff. I don't know. Like I have a book that I'm listening to right now called Dare to Lead, and I have another one that I'm reading called Millionaire Success Habits. Another one is the 80-20 rule. So a lot of things that I can apply personally or professionally and learn how to manage my team better. I had 5 people that I managed. 2 of them were new teachers under 2 years. One was a brand new teacher. The other one was a second year teaching. And then my paras, one that had subbed,
one that was a para for almost 20 years, and then the third one was brand new. So out of all those 5 people, there was only one that had more than 2 years of experience, and so it was hard on top of a pandemic. So I want to learn how to manage people and be a better team leader. Because okay, well, I guess that was it. Those questions didn't take as long as I thought they would. I just had to sit down and do it. So I would definitely love to start vlogging a little bit more. So if you guys want to see some more about teacher life, we have 2 massive German Shepherds. That's it for now. I hope you guys have a fabulous summer if you've already started. If you haven't started yet, you can do this. Just finish the year strong. Enjoy your last few weeks or days with your kids, and I will see you guys in the next video.
And so I can't even function. So don't mess with Texans and their sweetie, because you just got McAllister's and their sweetie is the bomb. And of course you have to buckle it in. So
Let's try. Hopefully it works. I'm still getting used to being in front of the camera. Mental. What is it? We had one that had subbed, one that had been teaching or subbing, or